And good morning, everybody. Good morning. It's hey, we're halfway through the week. Ready?
Yes, I can.
We're here with RKC certified kettlebell trainer, Mr. David Hills. We call him Sensei David Hills, to show us all kinds of really cool things about our bodies and working out and kettlebells and all that good stuff. Happy Wednesday. I hope you're having a fantastic morning this morning. So happy that you've joined us here. And we're creating warriors today. That's what we're doing. Wow, I feel so much better. I've been tired the past couple of days, just really wanting to get a lot of rest.
Can't imagine why.
Some extra sleep in. I had to make coffee in the afternoon yesterday because I was going downhill fast. But I feel much better this morning, which is great. I thought I might have been coming down with something, but I don't feel that way this morning. So we are all here ready to do a workout. We're going to get our warm-up done. What do you want to talk about first thing this morning? What can we inspire people with? I just
Good question.
Well, I think my thoughts this morning are
breath.
If you're feeling stuck, if you're feeling lonely, if you're feeling depressed, if you're feeling like it's just the same old every day, you do realize that you create your own life, right? You do realize that you can change that. And we have some hearts this morning. Thank you so much. You create your own life. So if you're just letting life happen to you, then you're really not living your best life.
It's pretty important to be deliberate.
Yeah, be deliberate, do the things that you want to do. If you need to make changes in certain areas, then make those changes. Now's the time. If not now, then when? That's what I put on my post this morning. If not now, when? Life goes by so quickly. 10 years will fly by. 20 years will fly by. Make it count. Make it worth your while. Do what you want to do.
It's 2021. I mean, remember Blade Runner? That's when this movie was set today.
Oh,
it's just.
I'm telling you, it goes by so quickly. So you be deliberate, as David was saying, be deliberate in what you're doing, be deliberate in your life. Make sure that you're happy, be happy. You can live a happy life. You deserve it. Who do we have there? Melissa. Good morning, Melissa. Beautiful, beautiful soul. Just loved, we had a great conversation yesterday. So,
okay.
Yeah. So,
very good.
So happy to see you here this morning. And thank you for the hearts. I love that. That makes me happy. And this is part of what we discussed yesterday, is being deliberate in your life, getting rid of the things in your life that no longer serve you. That's the first most important thing.
We hang on to stuff that we should not hang on.
And I'm talking about not just physical things, people,
ideas,
jobs, all kinds of things that are no longer serving us in our lives. Get rid of those things. Start making a list. Clean out your house. That's what we're going to be doing.
Well, one of my mentors told me, he said, pain is holding on. Pleasure is letting go.
Yeah.
Specifically energy. Holding on to energy is causing you pain. Whatever it is you're holding on to, just let it go.
Yeah, let it go.
Let it go.
So let's get started. Everybody up off their seats.
Yeah.
Or you can sit and watch. It's really up to you. We don't make changes by not actually doing things. So this is what we also do, is getting up and moving and getting things done and doing the work. And so I'm going to move this over because for some reason we can't see you.
All right. You guys have been here for a while. You know the routine.
Are you awake, David? This is us at 6 a.m. So we're just doing hops here, and this is just a wake up. You're dropping your shoulders down, and this is part of releasing. Just release the energy, release the tension, the stress that you feel in your shoulders. Get your cells moving. You don't have to hop up. You can actually do this if you want. You just drop your arms down. Whatever is comfortable. Some people have issues with ankles. And this is drop down hands. So it's like flicking water off your hands. So, you know, when you go into, every time I go into Target, for some reason I have to use the ladies' room. And then there's never any paper towels, so you go walking out like this. And same thing with this, you're just letting your arms go, just letting it go, just getting all of the tension out. It's like flicking the stress and the anxiety right out of your body. It's a great warm up, even if you're not working out. Just doing this will get you ready for your day.
You know, there's a Tai Chi guy down in Australia named Adam Misner. And he said something that
Heart openers.
that got me thinking. And he said, it's not about relaxing, it's about releasing.
Yes.
And it takes a while to figure out what he meant. Well, it took me a while to figure out what he meant by that. But when you talk about the tension you hold in your body, a lot of it you don't even realize it's there. So relaxing doesn't even bring you to feel what's going on.
Yeah.
It's releasing, and it's really releasing the whole.
You know what's interesting about that? If you try this, you guys, sit today during the day at some point, could be this morning, this afternoon, whenever, maybe you have time, sit in a chair or lie down or whatever, and focus your attention on, I'll just say your face. Focus your attention on your face. And when you do that, you will realize that you are holding on to tension in your jaw, behind your eyes, and you purposely release that tension. So if you bring your attention to your jaw and you say, okay, I'm just going to release, and then you release it, you will realize at that point just how much you are gripping with your different parts of your body, as David was saying, that you don't even realize.
And you remember when your mother said, don't make that face, it'll stick that way. Well, it did.
Well, and a lot of it, most of it's internal, so we don't see it. We could be smiling, but our jaw is still tense. And we're just doing shoulder rolls here, by the way, just to catch you up. If you're not able to hear us. David's fixing his phone.
My phone's about to die.
I don't know why. Shoulder rolls, just a nice easy roll all the way back. You can actually hang on to your shoulders like this if you like, or do what David's doing, which is just arms out. But it gets the synovial fluid going in your shoulders, gets you all warmed up, and then we're just gonna go forward. I'm gonna do arms out. I hold a lot of tension in my jaw. Throughout the day, I have to really focus on that area and release it and let it go, just release it. Really, I hold a lot of tension behind my eyes, which is a funny part. You don't think about that really. So try that today. Just kind of, a good way to do it is lying flat down on the floor in a comfortable position and just do a scan throughout your body and start at the top of your head and purposely release the tension and then go down to your jaw and behind your eyes and focus your attention there and release, and then your neck and shoulders and go all the way down your body. And you'll get a good sense of where you're holding on to stress, anxiety, tension that you don't need to. That's all energy that's going towards something that is not useful to you. You can use your energy to do other things, like being happy and joyous and kind. Just doing some knee rolls here, just to warm up the joints. And I am incorporating my ankles in this as well. So just getting a nice ankle. And then, did we do that?
Just gonna do a little bit of mobility stuff on the ground. So feet wide, hands down on the ground. Look at where your hands and feet are touching. Make a big square. Pick up an opposite hand and foot. Bring that leg through all the way. Touch the hand and the foot. And look to see that you're back onto the same square that you had when you started. Pick up that same opposite hand and foot. Turn back over, belly down. deliberately place the hand and foot into that square again. Back. And then again. So look where your hand is. That's where the foot goes. And back. To the other side. Look where your hand was. Place the foot there. And back. One more, same way.
So if you do this really fast, you're breakdancing.
Absolutely. And stand up.
Huh. I was not born to be a gymnast. I can tell you that right now.
All right, grab your bell, put it on the middle.
Did we do hip rotation?
We did.
We did?
Want to do it again?
Yeah, I just feel like my hips are tight.
One more time with the dips.
And when it comes to mobility, which is different than flexibility, my hips are probably in need of mobility out of any, hips and shoulders, out of any joint in my body. You've heard the phrase. I have tight hips, and I do. So
You should stop owning that.
I need to, right? I'm working on loosening my hips.
I have loose hips.
I have loose hips, but not loose lips.
Okay.
Hey, Alan is here with us. Heather Major is here with us. Thank you for Andy Arsenal. Good morning, everybody.
All right, guys, let's do it. So, two hands, grab a hold of the bell, seat the shoulders, pull yourself down, stretching the glute. Keep the bell on the floor, straighten your legs, pull down. Now you're stretching your hamstrings.
Be gentle with your hamstrings. If you have to bend your knees slightly, you can.
Now bend the knees, sit your hips back, drive into the heels, pick up the bell. Bring your feet close. Position the bell so that your pinky is to the middle of the handle. Other hand is up at your shoulder. Swing with your hips. Hoist it up. Thumb goes through the handle, catching it by the ball. And swing. Catch. And 3.
So you're squeezing your glutes as you come up. And hoisting this, you're using your arm, but you're using the power comes from your core and your glutes.
Change hands. Five more. Change hands. Sit back into your hips, press it overhead. Return. 2. Now make it all one smooth
I
motion.
was just going to say, I noticed you're not pushing.
Use the momentum. 5. Don't let it stop. 6. 7. 8. 9. 10. Change hands. 1. 2. 3. 4. 5. 6. 7. 8. Yeah. Pull it in. Sit it.
Woo. Oh, I like that. That was fun. That got my shoulders going this morning.
Yeah.
Great, great work. Sun's coming up outside of our place. It's so beautiful.
All
My
right.
favorite time of the day, besides going to bed. Early in the morning and bedtime.
Okay. So we're going to do some Turkish get up. We're going to start with the first half. So you're going to be on the ground next to your kettlebell.
Fix my camera.
Might want to change the computer as well. Looks like I can't see. So the condition is you're lying on the ground on your back. Kettlebell is to your side, halfway between the hip and shoulder. I'm going to roll towards it, pull it in, and 2 hands to press to the ceiling. So from here, our exercise is up to here and back.
Just going up to your hand.
Now, what this is doing, let me explain this real quick. The shoulder, everybody gets rotator cuff injuries because they don't strengthen and properly exercise their rotator cuff. When you are here in this position, the kettlebell wants to move in some direction and you have to hold it still. That is done with the rotator cuff muscles. As I change my position underneath it, those muscles have to compensate in order to keep it plumb. So this is an appropriate way to strengthen your rotator cuff and avoid injuries in the future. Good physical therapists use this exercise to rehabilitate people's shoulders, whether they're injury that is not quite in need of therapy of surgery, or even after surgery to strengthen it back to its position and give it even more strength. So let's do it. Lying on your back, roll towards the bell, prop it to your elbow, put the other hand under the handle. 2 hands to press it to the ceiling safely. Now seat the shoulder. Other hand at 45 degrees. Whatever hand the bell is in, that's the knee that's bent. The other leg is straight. And 1, 2, 3. And back down. And press. Shoulder, elbow, hand. And back.
I'm going to have to use my smaller one.
That's okay.
If I should have kept going, like my momentum stops. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. And do 5 to 7 on each side. This one is fully locked. Yeah. And when you're ready, change hands. Drag it around your head. Roll towards it, over grip. Bring it to your elbow. Press it to the ceiling. Wrist, elbow, and shoulder are in position. And 1. Two hands on the bell. Pull it in. Good. Nice.
How did everybody do?
All right. So now we're going to do the last part of the exercise, the last part of the turkey get up. But we're going to do it in a slightly different way than we've done before. Normally, we come right from our lunge position and straight up. We're going to change that just a little bit. So putting your feet a little wider than shoulder width. You're going to shift your weight to the right leg, pivot on the heel, place the foot, and shift forward. Now, once I get to a certain point, that back foot, the heel comes up and the toe bends. Good. And now drop the knee. Come back up. Turn the back foot, place the heel. Shift over, lift the toe. Turn to the front. And here we are. So, in other words, I don't want to pivot on this foot with weight on it. So I take the weight off of it and I pivot nice and easily. Now I shift forward until all the weight's on that foot, pivot the other, dip the knee down, and come back. Now be careful when you dip the knee down. Watch this. Don't do this when the knee comes down. Keep your body straight. Straight line from shoulder to knee. Here. Heel. Heel. So, grab your bell and swing it up to the rack position. We're just going to do it from here. Shift over, pivot, shift forward, pivot the back foot, drop the knee. And then pivot the heel, back foot, front foot. So you want to, your stance is too low. It will lengthen when you do this pivot, shift, pivot, heel, shift over, pivot, forward, to the back, drop. Back foot, pivot, forward, down, back, back foot. Change hands to the rack. Shift away, pivot the foot, shift forward, pivot the back foot, down and up. Pivot the back foot, front foot. And shift, shift, dip, return. Back foot, front foot. One more. And down. How does it feel? It's a little awkward at first.
Yeah, it is. I think the hardest part is getting the footing, and also when you're putting your knee down, making sure you're not going like this.
It's so easy to do.
Straight down.
It's another one of those things where it's going to feel wrong. Ignore that. Do it until it feels right, because it is. If you break at the hip when you move down, you're putting all that pressure on your back in the wrong way. Now, we're going to do 3 more of those on each side. But the difference is this time we're going to do it with a kettlebell pressed overhead. So this requires a little bit greater focus on your balance and control. Move slowly, don't move quickly. The point of this is to shift your weight under load safely. Here we go. Bring the bell to the rack. Press overhead. Now, shift and forward and shift. Dip. One foot, the other foot. Drop. One foot, the other foot. Last one. Pull it in. Change hands. Hit away. Hit. Pull. Again. Pivot. Forward. Nice.
Yeah.
Very good. Okay. Ready to do some sweating?
Yep.
Put the little guy aside.
With the little guy aside. What are we doing?
We're going to do long cycle. We're going to do a bunch of
Which is
swing to the rack and press.
okay.
Probably one of the most, not the most basic exercise. Probably the swing is the most basic exercise. But this is a full body workout. So how many are we going to do, Miss Kendra?
I have no idea.
50 it is.
I didn't say that. I did not say 50. You heard me. I said I have no idea.
Here we go. Bring it to the rack. Use your hips. One. Return. Change hands. Change hands. Change. Change. One. Two. Three. Four. Change. And more to go. The good news is the bad news. I missed you. You still have 5 more to go. Two more.
Wow, that was a lot. That was hard. How much weight was that for me?
We're well over Connor. Morning, Luella.
Lou! What? Who else over there? Ah, love you, Lou.
All the way from
and
Minnie.
Luke in Mexico, living their dream life, for Christ's sake. Oh, wow, that was tough. Okay, that was a really good lesson in keeping you cool, continuing on, even though you have a distraction. Somebody talking to you, asking you friggin' questions. How many was that? What do you want, the good news or bad news? Fuck. I don't want fucking bad news. No. What the hell is that? I'm in the middle of like.
I can teach you a lot of things. Counting isn't one of them.
Good Lord. But it was a good, it's a good exercise. There's shit going on around you. How to stay calm, cool, and collected in getting the job done anyway. As you see, I put the kettlebell down to a split second. He broke my concentration, but I gathered it back up and kept going. Wow, thank you so much for joining us this morning. That was a great arm workout. Holy smokes. Not bad.
Feeling your muscle.
Bugsy. Checking it out, bugs. Thank you for joining us. Sending you love, joy, peace, and happiness. We'll see you here bright and early, 6 a.m. That was a nice 6 a.m. Eastern Standard Time for another kettlebell workout. Get your kettlebells. This is amazing. Building warriors, living our life the best way possible, being strong, courageous, dedicated, and all of that good and consistent. Thank you, guys. Love you. See you tomorrow morning. Bye, everybody.